Hi, my name is Carl Reginald Okindo, and I'm gonna show you how I make my own version of smoked salmon quiche. First, we need to make a quiche crust. Mix all-purpose flour, sifted, salt, baking powder, and unsalted cold butter cut into cubes until it forms like a breadcrumb mixture. Then add a couple of tablespoons of cold water, little by little, while mixing until it forms like a hard dough. Next is to wrap it in cling wrap and refrigerate for at least 1 hour. Next is kneading the dough. Get a pair of baking paper, cut into squares. Put one under the dough and the other one above. Flatten it up using a rolling pin, expanding all edges until it's bigger than the pie tin that you'll be using later. Then gently roll the pastry over the quiche pan or pie dish. Press the pastry into the edges of the quiche pan and remove the excess pastry as well. Then poke the pastry using a fork so it won't expand later when baking. Place a large parchment paper over the pastry, then fill it with lots of rice. Remember to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius and bake it for 20 minutes. While waiting, next is to prepare the filling for the quiche. Cut the tomatoes into small dice and mince the chives as well. Next, on a separate mixing bowl, whisk together eggs, all-purpose cream, cream cheese, sour cream, and your seasoning of choice, which is paprika and salt. Next, we need to check the pie if it's fully cooked or light golden brown. If it's not, then we can put it back in the oven for 160 degrees Celsius without the excess paper for about 10 minutes. If it's good to go, then we're gonna put our chosen quiche filling. Then, add rocket leaves, diced tomato, smoked salmon, chives, and the egg mixture on top. Bake it for 40 minutes on a 180 degrees Celsius or until top is light golden and center is set but still slightly jiggly when you poke it. Make sure to rest it for 10 minutes before carefully removing from tin and slicing. Now preparing to plate the quiche. Season the rocket with olive oil and salt and pepper. Add a slice of smoked salmon quiche on top of the rocket. This is how I make my own version of smoked salmon quiche with a quenelle of goat cheese on top.